All right, Mauro, thanks for joining in. First of all, where are you from?
I was born in Ecuador. I came to this country when I was little, just trying to take all the opportunities because nothing is granted. So I've been working
Yeah,
hard since I started high school here. Ask how it's been.
that's amazing. Not from this country, been able to build a business, an Amazon business, and it's amazing how you've been able to build this up.
Yeah, it's been it's not easy, but it's not hard. I've always been trying to find something to do in life, like trying to find what I can do to overcome these difficulties, like trying to find another income stream, income source
Yeah.
because life is getting harder. I always try to find like what I can do to be better, like find trying to build a company, but I wasn't sure what to do. Opening a store, it's hard because you have to deal with a lot of things, customer service especially, and I didn't want to do that.
Awesome. So, where were you before kind of joining our community?
Ever since I found you guys on Instagram, been following you guys, seeing what you were doing, leaving the warehouse at night, it's kind of what inspired me to continue working towards building the e-commerce work. I was basically finding products with that were selling 1,000 a month. I was thinking that this product sells very well on Amazon, then it's gonna work for me. But I was just trying to find products that were selling online. Very focused. I mean, trying to find doing more research about like how many products I can sell a month, so I can make these margins. I was focused on value, not on profit.
A lot of people that get into Amazon, they think about how much, volume, what's my revenue? How do I get that revenue up? Especially for us, we dropped our revenue probably by 100,000 in revenue, and we're making more money because we're focused on higher margin products. So it's super important. Like, who cares about the top number? It's about that profitability at the end of the day.
And it's different with the executive program. It's different with other programs that I purchase. You can only email. You cannot get on the phones or be in a community that weekly calls where you can actually ask questions live and
Yeah.
get a response. Are you encountering any issues? But you have to email them. Get a response like within 24 to 48 hours. And that kind of like was disappointing for me, but I never thought about giving up on the e-commerce world because
Yeah.
I know since the beginning I didn't start with just opening an account. I actually started opening the LLC like company legally, so I can start building a business from the beginning. That it was a game changing, and I'm seeing the result now. I didn't see any results before, but I'm seeing the results now as I grow because I'm still thinking on the basics. Like it's like a house. When you're building a house, you have to build the foundation first, and then the rest comes later.
What was a big turning point for you in Amazon, in kind of joining the community, with maybe things you've learned in the community that's helped you build out the business more, feeling more confident about the business?
It's been a lot of things. One of the main thing I was speaking with Paul about it when I first began working with you guys. It was about sourcing the products, not about how beautiful it is, how many like the volume you can sell a month. Is about finding the not the right products, but finding the products that you can get good margins with it. Even if they sell like 50 units a month, and you can just get like 15, 20 units a month. Like they say $5 per unit. That multiplies with 10 or 15 or 20 listings, you make a lot of money.
Yeah, and I think that's where people try to chase the big name stuff, the fastest moving products, where, what we kind of teach is, hey, the opportunity, there's a sweet spot to this whole thing. Great having fast moving products, but you also want to have higher ranking, slower moving products that have that larger margin,
It's not everyone is gonna get into those listings.
Exactly.
It's not like you guys, like every other guru that paints this beautiful that said you sell this amount of units and you make this lot of money. It doesn't. They're not telling like how much time you spend preparing this unit,
Yes.
how much money you spend just to make like 20, 30 cents out of each unit. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, exactly. Where were you kind of in regards to revenue before joining the community to where you are now? Has there been an uptick? Have you seen better profit margins? Kind of update us before and now when you're in the community.
I was making about 50K a month, but that was in the stable. So it was up and down. This month I was sending inventory like to FBA and making this like 50K a month, 45 a month. But it was 1 month. The next month was lower, like 20, 15, because I wasn't paying attention on how can we stock. I was just trying to find more products. It was like at the beginning, if I was more focused on trying to find the products that sell well, and then keeping like stabilizing my building the foundation in my store with
Yeah.
products that I know that how many units are sold a month. I can make this amount of money. Then I can cover the bills. And that thing was one of my mistakes, not focusing on restocking the products basically. Now restocking was one of my mistakes that I didn't pay attention.
Yeah.
Basically, because I was restocking one unit and I was running out of money, and then buy another product, different product. Wasn't focused completely on making this one of the listings work.
Yeah, so there's more of a sense of like organization once you kind of came in. Where are you kind of at now on a monthly basis in regards to revenue?
I would say I'm still at 50K, but the margins are higher. Profit margins are higher. I would say, let's say I sell or I make 1,000 revenue. Because at the beginning of the month I was checking like I checked that one day and I sold 1,000 revenue, but the profit margins went over 200. So that was a big change. I'm keeping the revenue, but I'm more focusing on restocking. Now running out of stock and making because now you have low inventory phase.
Yeah.
Now I can track with all the tools that I have. I can track like the restocking, the days I have to restock for, and now getting revenue margins. It's been great so far.
So you've seen like a margin increase since coming in.
Yes.
That's huge because a lot of people have kind of seen the opposite where they feel like they're getting squeezed with their margin. But, like we kind of teach with the restocking and focusing in on, like you've kind of explained, focusing on not the fastest moving products has helped you increase and drive that bottom line.
Yeah, because you don't have to know the product. Sometimes while working with my mom and my sisters, they help me. They help me prep the products, right? And they're very good at it. Now they learn a lot. They're asking me, what this product is about, like what it does. I said, like, I don't know.
That's the beauty about Amazon, right?
Yeah, I don't know because people buy it on Amazon, reading the what is that for. So they already know the product.
Yeah, exactly. That's the beauty of just selling, not having to know about what does this product even do.
But I don't know. It's just as long as you're making money and being compliant with Amazon, I don't think you're gonna run into problems. I've been able to sleep better now.
Yeah.
Waking up to those emails, one of your products has authenticity issues. You need to submit and being going back and forth with Amazon and say, you haven't submitted the invoice, but I already submitted them. What else do you need?
What would you say to someone that's kind of hesitant to getting into Amazon, hesitant about maybe a mentorship or a coaching program? What would you tell them from kind of your experience coming into this group?
I'm just reflecting on myself, like how I started. I wasn't scared about losing. It's just about start. If you start, gather as much information as it's available, not just seeing those orange bars. Starting Amazon, starting the e-commerce war, because that's big nowadays. Because everything is being going to online, being e-commerce. It's not easy to manage your full-time job and then you have the business, which I don't see as a side hustle. It's another business that I can control and run it. Opening a company and see how flexible it is to work with Amazon. I mean, having an online company, I didn't have this opportunity, but having opportunities nowadays to own a business that doesn't require too much, I mean, it's just awesome.
A lot of people say this and that about Amazon, but where else can we send inventory with all of these access to customers that'll just buy the products?
You're sleeping, you're making money.
Yeah, you're sleeping and you're making money. It's crazy.
You're working at a full-time and you're making money.
Yeah, and it just kind of shows your example is proof that you can work, a 9-to-5 job. You can also run an Amazon business.
Awesome.
You have a little warehouse and everything. Like, you got to pat yourself on the back to be able to do that because a lot of people that would just kind of stress them out and say, you know what, I got to pick one. But the ability to kind of balance everything is huge.
Yeah, it's all about time management. If you know what you're doing and you're good at it, if you love your job. I love my job too.
Yeah.
I like what I do at work and also love what I do, like doing my business, because I know that's going to be, it's not like an overnight business. You have to build it. I mean, that's the future.
What would you kind of say to someone that's, hesitant about maybe like group or coaching or anything like that? Because, as there's a lot of people on Instagram that, show the flashy things, say, oh, join my program. Like, what would you say to someone?
I mean, it's the same as you having a mother, right? You have your mom who gives you advice to do things correctly on it. The same thing, you can like have a mentor or join a community where people are doing what you want to do. So there are people already know what you want to do and they can help you. So having a mentor or join a community that is doing what you want to do, it's great. You don't want to just buy a program that you're going to learn your own. If you have the opportunity to join a community and learn to do the business correctly, following the experience from other sellers, not sellers because of business owners, it's great. It's going to pay off in long term because you want to start from the beginning doing things right. With Amazon, you cannot fail to be compliant.
You know, we have people that reach out to us and say, "Oh, I got my account deactivated. Can you help me? Can you help me?" I said, "Well, you should have kind of looked for help in the beginning because you didn't really understand having the way to source inventory and the supply chain channels and everything like that." That's where people get mixed up, and I feel like people are like, "I don't need help. I don't need guidance from anyone else." But that prevents a lot of errors that will occur in the beginning of starting any business. For me, I was interested in private label and I bought a private label program and it was great. Am I still kind of figuring out private label? For sure. But I have the foundation and the expedited information because I bought that program.
I used to follow a lot of people in Instagram doing e-commerce, like especially Amazon, and it was overwhelming. I'm already part of a community. It's been a great community. I don't need to follow anyone else because some of them are going to say something which is not correctly, and then I'm going to get mad, I'm going to frustrated, and I don't want to do that anymore. It's going to make you give up. I used to do a lot of things different, not healthy, not taking not healthy decisions. Having a business makes you more responsible.
100%.
And I've been able to work with my brother and sister-in-law, and they have business too. I've been learning a lot, and so that way I've been able to help my sister-in-law and brother to have their own business now. So they're also running an Amazon business, and they're always reaching out for help to me because they look up to me.
That's awesome.
And I want to be there for them, being able to support them.
It's such an important resource and skill to be able to generate your own profit in a business. Such a skill. You know, anyone could go working at a job or this and that or pump gas at a gas station, but like being able to source and make money from products is such an important skill that now you're teaching other people, which is amazing.
Yeah, and I've been advising people close to me, not anyone, because I don't want everyone to know what I'm doing. And just to start and just reach out for help if they need. Because there's so many people that they don't know what to do, but they want to do something. Just start.
That is it for my questions. I appreciate you hopping on. Thank you so much for this. This was awesome.